What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jungle. And Ice Cube finds himself in a very interesting beef, right? And we're talking about this. And the beef that he's in right now is with the Jewish community. To be more direct, the Anti-Defamation League. Now, the Anti-Defamation League is a committee that pretty much responds to anybody who is making what is known as hate speech against the Jewish community or people of Jewish descent. And they are pretty much the gatekeepers. Like, if you really want a problem, everybody knows that if the Anti-Defamation League comes knocking on your door, they're not playing, right? They're just not. So everybody knows that, and they are all over the world, you know. And they're a very, 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 very powerful group. They're heavily funded, big civil rights group. And whenever they see people that even thinking about doing this, they're on your ass. No doubt about it, right? But it seems that Ice Cube is not afraid of the ADL, okay? And obviously, the Jewish community, they operate in every enterprise, primarily hip hop. We know that they're very big in the Jewish community. They have a lot of influence in entertainment. The manager of NWA was Jerry Heller, and then that's when Ice Cube was first accused of making anti-Semitic comments in his album in 1981. And his response was that, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm just anti-Jerry Heller. But, on Twitter, he's been posting some, situations here. Like, for example, the black cube of Saturn. And, this particular symbol that he posted on his page, it's supposed to symbol like worshipers of the devil or something like that, right? And the cubes that are within this star represents that of Jewish control, okay, according to some people. And then he posted this, the black cubes of Saturn, also. Then he also praised Louis Farrakhan, who has been known to make comments about the Jewish community. He says the Honorable Louis Farrakhan continues to warn America to this very second, and he's labeled one of your evil names, and you turn your ears off. Why is the truth so offensive that you can't stand to hear it? And when one looks at this particular status, when he's putting the quotations of evil names, it's not, we know who he's talking about, or we believe we know who he's talking about. So much so that the Anti-Defamation League responded with this. They said, we need to be united and to fight for justice. That's why it's so disheartening that Ice Cube is using this platform to elevate anti-Semites like Louis Farrakhan and cryptic posts that seem to touch upon anti-Semitic conspiracies. But, you see, here's what happened though. And you gotta respect Jewish people for this. The Jewish people attacked the Anti-Defamation League for such a weak response. Look at the unity that you're gonna see here. Mr. Gary White said, it's disheartening that cakes fall from too much yeast. It's outrageous that people hate Jews. It's also outrageous that ADL treats Ice Cube like an ally who made a poor word choice and not like the vicious anti-Semite that he is. Brian E. Lieb says, seems to? This is such a weak response to Ice Cube's social media attacks on the Jewish community. Why isn't Jay Greenblatt's ADL personally condemning Ice Cube? Or has he already and I missed it? AV says, disheartening seems too much. You bozos, you just can't say the words, can you? Look at that. Seems to? This is weak. So what I want you to understand is this. They are attacking the ADL. And what they're saying is, how can you let him talk about us like that? He is not our friend. Why are you? You're supposed to get at this guy. And you know what? You know what's interesting? Is that all of these people, Gary Weiss, Brian E. Live, AV, Michelle, all of these people could have different political opinions, could have different orientations, different friends, different values, and you get them in the room and they all have different ideas, might not like each other. But when it comes to talking about the Jewish community, they're on your ass. And they're not going to accept it. And they will make sure if the ADL doesn't say something, somebody has to lose their job. Somebody is going to make him stop doing what he's doing. That's their response. And then do you know why they are one of the most respected groups out there? Let's look at somebody else, abolitionists. He goes, whether J.K. Rowling or Ice Cube, I'm really noticing how celebrities are taking up a lot of space with absolute nonsense at this critical moment in history. They could be amplifying organizers, mobilizing researchers, but no. Wealthy narcissists must derail this movement. Look at what this person says. Shoshana Wiseman, honestly furious with the anti-Semitism from Ice Cube. Look at what she says. If he keeps it up, the vast Jewel Global Conspiracies Committee for Weather and Climate Affairs is going to make it rain over his house for a year. Stop it. They're saying, if you don't stop, that's your ass. No doubt about it. That's your ass. And do you know what? They plan to do just that. Just that. Just that. And do you know what? Black people can learn from this sort of unity. You never let people talk about your people. Never. Ever. When somebody disses your people, this is your response. And the people who are supposed to be speaking for you, you come to them and say, why are you not speaking for us? We put this Anti-Defamation League so that you can do your job. Why are you not doing your job? Where's the Anti-Defamation League for black people? What is it called? We don't even really have one, do we? Don't talk about I don't know what that other thing is, right? The NAACP. I'm talking about something black. And when they don't do it, what happens? No, they hold their leadership accountable. Because you're supposed to get on this. And if you don't get on this, and if you don't make him stop, you're gone. And all these people don't think the same, but they are unified when it comes to Israel, when it comes to their community. Your own personal opinions, it don't matter if they did it or not. I'm not dealing with that. It don't matter what their personal opinions is. It doesn't matter, but they are not going to let you talk about them. And if you do, you got to pay a price. You got to pay a serious price. And that price might be trying to keep you out of the business. And black people have to learn this is the kind of unity that you're going to get any kind of reparations, to get any kind of black business going, to get any respect from people. That's why nobody messes with the Jewish community. Very few people are afraid to, because when you do, this is what you're going to get. There's two communities you don't mess with. Everybody knows the LGBT and the Jewish community. And the Jewish community hits harder than anybody if you mess with them. And we have to have this kind of energy. We have to study other groups because it's about respecting who you are, respecting your culture, respecting your religions, whatever, respecting our ancestors. It comes with respect. And when you respect yourself, other people respect you. But you can't respect yourself. You can't get other respect unless you respect yourself. And that's all I have to say about this. Subscribe to the bell. The boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. With another episode of Because I Was Drunk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and all of that. Peace. Oh, don't forget to follow me on Patreon. Check out the Black Made Perfect t-shirt. And we are out of here.